各位吉他魂的好朋友们，大家好，我是制琴师山南。今天很高兴又来到这边，为各位带来一段访问。今天特别邀请到我们心目中的吉他大老师Tomo Fujita
Hi, how are you?
Hi. 那我们都知道Tomo Fujita呢，他1993年26年前呢开始任教于伯克莱音乐学院。那在这26年当中呢，他教过了无数个吉他手，以及这当中也不乏许多有名的吉他老师，吉他乐手老师，譬如说是Adam Smirnoff、John Mayer，还有更多其他的大师级的吉他手们。那今天呢，我们带来几个简单的问题来为各位吉他朋友们呢，解答一下。尤其大家都只能够在Instagram、在 YouTube、在脸书上看到Tomo老师。那我们今天呢，就来开始正式今天的访问。Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hello.
How are you? Hi,
Tomo. Okay, it's great, and it's our pleasure and honor to have you here. So,
thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we have a couple questions
yes.
For our local guitar players, especially young guitar players.
Okay.
They have a lot of questions in their
yes.
early stage.
Okay.
All right. So the first question we would like to ask Tomo is how do you suggest our young guitar players what to do to promote their guitar playing skills?
Okay, so first, too much information on the internet, books, video. So you know, if you wanna make yourself better, first I think you have to really limit yourself. First one, limit, only listen 3 albums for a while, because that's what we used to do in the 70s, 80s. Yes, that's why musicians learn music deeply. But now, cell phone, Instagram, okay, you know, YouTube, okay, you know, Spotify, but everything moving, never stop, just listen one thing. So first, one thing you have to do really good.
All right, that's interesting suggestion.
Yeah.
All right, so and anything else?
Okay, and then having skills, like really good skills, like, you know, chromatic fingering exercise, muting exercise, and understand triad harmony all over the neck, so that you don't memorize, you learn things deeply so that you understand. But what happens is memorization is becoming kind of first choice lately. A lot of people do, you know, memorization, right?
So which means that you need to practice.
Yeah, slowly. See, if you want to learn quickly, you want to memorize it. You satisfy quickly, but then you go same place over and over. So first, don't expect anything too much. Focus, study something, don't expect, but you learn so that you will gain in knowledge of fretboard. So that makes you free to learn more.
I see.
Then you already listen only 3 albums. When you have a skill, 3 albums, you hear and you can play.
Okay, just put those skills
almost
deeply into yourself.
Yeah, almost a listening skill, so to build up music inside of you. Physical skill, you do the very minimum though. You know, chromatic scale, triads, bending, some technique, so that when you're ready, you hear music, you have a skill to pull out the music.
I see. So when it comes to the practicing, the most asked question is how many hours do you
that's actually interesting. A lot of people ask me how long. When people ask how long, that's the question is wrong, because that person believing more hours better.
All right,
that's wrong. Because first you have to think very clearly what to do within less time. That's why busy people always successful, don't you think? You know, so busy people don't have time, so they have to think deeply. They have to decide what to do.
Okay.
Same thing.
So which means you don't need to practice it a long time, long hours.
5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, but you have to really concentrate. Almost you don't know where you are.
Wow, that's a great suggestion. Only 5 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, but the one subject, you know.
Okay,
right.
Focus on the one subject, everyone.
Right. Then, if you're rich, you have more time, so maybe a couple hours. That's rich. Oh. That's great.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, a couple hours a day, that's wonderful to me, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Next one.
Next one.
Okay. And, all right. So, as a guitar player, what do you suggest for those guitar players to adapt themselves to the various music style genres?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So so many different styles, and I like blues because all are feeling and very minimum form of song. I like jazz because nice harmony and more improvisation over the chords. I like pop because nice melody, catchy, very simple chords. I love each one, but I want to learn each one only good part. In other words, there's good jazz, bad jazz, good blues, bad blues. Okay, good pop, not good pop. So you have to be careful to choose the right one. That way you don't waste any time. So first you have to kind of categorize one rock, so many. But so that's why when people take my lesson, I have to ask people, list your 5 favorite artists, only 5. Difficult.
Just 5 favorite artists?
Yes, because everybody has so many lists of artists to listen, but that's all your favorite.
Okay.
But that's like a general listener, okay. As a musician, you have to limit.
So how do you pick your favorite artist?
That's hard. That's very hard. So you have to really sit down to think who is really influence to your life. You know, for me, it's like Cha from Japanese art, because he's the one first song called Togyushi. It's like a nice rhythm
back in the 70s.
Right. That made me play just funky. Don't you think?
All right.
Rhythm guitar. And then solo, I use a lot of bending. B.B. King.
Oh, the B.B. King? Okay.
Right, I play jazzy, Joe Pass.
Joe Pass.
Oh. Really funky, Earth and Fire, like that. And again, Earth and Fire, there's many other artists of funk.
Right.
But Earth, Wind and Fire, that was the first one I listened, and I listened so much. So that's why my rhythm guitar really tight, because it sounds like a horn section.
So for each artist, you just pick the 3 albums at tops.
Well, here's the thing, like that topic is a little different.
Okay.
Yeah, the separate one. 5 artists to decide is almost you have to decide top 5.
Okay.
Even you have more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I usually ask what album, what song, more specific, always specific. But the other subject was 3 album, only 3 album to listen maybe 3 months. Is about listening exercise.
Okay.
Just because young people listen so many songs and are random. Oh. So this is more like back in 70s and 80s, people used to own the records, and they listen records. Side A, 2 choice. Go back side A or side B. I heard one bass player say, I love this album, I don't know side B, because he liked the side A so much. But young people, they know side A, side B, but they don't know which songs what, because they listen lightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which means that you need to, being as a guitarist, you need to be systematic. You need a specific way to find out.
So like if you like John Mayer, for example. Right. Okay, one John Mayer album. Then maybe one Freddie King, maybe one B.B. King or somebody else, and then just decide 3 albums to listen to.
All right.
That way you can hear the John Mayer's influence. Then you can learn a little bit more deeply. Then you don't sound like a John Mayer anymore because you know the source of John Mayer.
I see. So which means that when you pick the music to follow, that you need to be picky.
Yes.
And in Taiwanese way, that's a turtle hair.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
But yeah, has to be picky. Yes.
Yeah, has to be picky. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. All right. So, being as a guitar player, what is the best part and what is the worst part of it? Okay, maybe I put it another way.
Yeah.
What is
so many
your favorite parts?
favorite part? See, favorite part is I think guitar can make any rhythm, harmony, melody, so that I can show up any country, any place. I can play concert.
That's a lot of that's a lot of freedom.
Yeah, but what happens if you only pursue rock band or jazz band or blues band, type of band,
Right.
then you need a rhythm section to support you.
Okay.
So that's kind of a hard, unless you're rich, you know, to do a lot of things. But
Alright.
I learned from Joe Pass.
Yes.
Because I went to see concert
Yes.
and I took his lesson. He made fun of me saying, "Oh, you have to carry all this stuff." Me, I just carry my guitar. I don't care the amp. I just plug in anywhere. That's what he said. When I was back in 25. I thought, he doesn't make sense. Just travel light.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Right. To make life easy.
Exactly. So that's why I learned that skill.
That's cool.
Right. So that skill that if I have a guitar, I can play any solo or any entertain.
Yes.
And then I worked on a little bit talking. So like back in Japan, I did a solo guitar and talk show. So I teach so much. So I have a lot of funny stories.
Yes.
So I play song. Talk about behind the song. Just funky. How did I make that song? I just talk about that.
Alright.
Kind of funny, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the good part. Yeah. And the bad part is probably somebody who cannot play, without a band. Then it's kind of limited sometimes. Yeah.
All right. That's the limitation to the guitarist solo.
Yeah.
Okay. So the following question.
Yes.
Okay. The following question is in your past recorded work.
Yes.
Work piece.
Yes.
Which one is your favorite?
Yeah.
And also, do we have the honor to have you play a little bit of it?
Sure. Yeah. I think Pure, the album I featured Will Lee, Steve Gadd, Bernard Purdy, Steve Jordan. That was my kind of American dream album because I really thought that's not possible. Then I was talking to Will. Will said, "Okay, it is not possible." That's what he said. In other words, why don't you ask Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, worst case, he said no. Why not? And I asked Steve.
Yes.
He said, "Yeah, I like to do it." That's what happened. So what happened is me and Will and Steve, we went to studio with 3 songs. That's the song order exactly. I didn't change the song order. That's another funny story. Then I have to have some, similar drummer. So I want to ask Bernard Purdy.
Yes.
I asked him, he said yes. 3 songs came out with Bernard. And after that, Steve Jordan. And then back then, he was recording was a continuum, with John Mayer. Cool. So I thought, John is using, Steve. So I didn't ask John. I just called him directly. Okay. So I got, so basically I got each one. So 3 songs each I recorded.
Yes.
Song order, exactly the song I recorded.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Each 3 songs.
Yes.
Only 2 hours, probably. Yeah. Most amazing was Steve Gadd. He come in 9 p.m. We recorded 3 songs. He probably left before 11.
Wow.
Because we set up the drums too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So fast. He played only once.
That's
I think Kyoto we played a few times because he showed me a lot of group and then he played once. That was great. But then I said, Steve, you were doing something brushes, right?
Yes.
Can we record one more time? He said, no, that one. Then he just over the brushes.
Okay.
This is Then I said, would you like to hear the track? No, I don't need to hear. He just played like that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and then Will said, Tomo, I forgot to tell you, Steve just nailed music just once. The next song, I had a duo sonic and play blues tune.
Okay.
I showed them intro.
Right.
We play once, that's it.
Cool.
Yeah. So that album, pretty much, we played once, that's it.
So the recording process is pretty smooth.
Yeah, so I had to practice a lot, really figuring out,
so.
a lot of idea. Also, I had to calm
so.
myself down because I get nervous, in front of these people. So I have to really calm down, just, this is it. That's really
Also enjoying the music.
Yes, exactly. Truly amazing. That was amazing.
Okay. And in your interview with Craig Garber,
yes,
that you guys talk about the characteristic or personality of a guitarist.
Yes.
What part of the characteristics contributes to his or her career success? And you guys talk about the communication skill.
Yes.
So would you please talk more a little more about that?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I love teach, and I taught so many students at Berklee, and now young kids use communication skill through internet, YouTube, or Facebook, not Facebook, but Instagram. So one of my students asked me, why don't why don't I do Instagram, because people love to hear it, and I said, no, I don't want to do any more of those, just too much, But then I learned a little bit, and that was good communication skill, because that's really popular one. Sometimes you cannot ignore something popular one. You have to you have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I learned that. Then at the same time, I learned what's the best way to present through these social media, because those are free.
All right.
Then I start teaching my former student what to do. So sometimes I have to consult, more like consulting. Say like I grab students Instagram. I just watch and I ask. Those pictures now belong these. In other words, if you do as a musician, sometimes you do not put too much like a
personal
stuff. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
You have to do more guitar or something like that. So in other words, if you are famous, you can do anything, but that's okay. But when you make your brand, yourself, you have to make everything simple and more focused.
Okay.
Right. So I just communicate with the students, do this, do that, and they do that. Then gradually their account going up.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then sometime report to somebody, respect, or tag a little bit, but not always tag.
That's cool.
Yeah, like that. There's a way to do it. Yeah. So
So let me summarize that.
Sure.
So in the modern areas, in modern time, that we need to adopt the modern technology, the social media, for example, like Instagram or the YouTube, whatever channel you can have, especially they're free. Yes. And also secondly, the most important part is that you need to focus on the material you present, and not so much about your personal stuff, like your puppy.
Yeah, or food.
Your food.
Yeah, okay. I used to do that, and my wife said, don't put the food in, because it's so normal.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is your new album.
Yes.
The Blue Sky, and which this is just freshly new.
Yes.
All right. So.
We'll release this next month, 24th in US.
Wow, this is
very special for Taiwan people. I just brought this.
What I have right now here is not released yet.
Not released yet, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
This is it. So I used the 1965 Strat.
Yes.
And some two rock, amp, and John Mayer. He let me borrow his dumble amp.
Wow. So you borrowed the gear from John Mayer.
Yep. He's very sweet. Yeah.
And I heard that you have a new version of the Just Funky.
Yeah. I have a trio version. Really funky. Really funky trio version. And then I brought that. One take.
Wow.
One take. No overdub.
See, the practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
So the last part of our interview is we will have the Tomo to play the Just Funky for us.
Okay.
Okay.